Hello, welcome back. It's Monday. I got my YouTube money today. So I've been out shopping a bit breads. The Zoom was on. Now I got my YouTube money today, Monday. In 2 days I will get my pension, Wednesday. My payments to my 2 credit cards did drop 100 Danish kroners. That's like $12. But I have to get it down to zero. I need to have all my credit card debts need to go down to zero, so I have no debts. Then I have to start saving, make a saving of money, not credit cards. So I got plenty of time to reading. I have already read about the Delhi, but that was another video. We have to have Delhi, the capital area. We need to have it. No, I already read Delhi and history of Delhi old. So, but I have to read Delhi and the Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi. I will read again and put it there. This to my video number 22,000. But I have to, before I travel to India, one day in the future, I have to get my debt down. Need to get my credit card debt down and need to have a saving. I need to lose a lot of body weight. So maybe now I have pain in my back. Now I cannot go anywhere far away. Yes, let's read this again.
Delhi. National Capital Territory redirects here. For the generic term, see Capital Districts and Territories. Not to be confused with New Delhi, the capital of India, entirely within the limits of Delhi. For other uses, see Delhi, disambiguation. Delhi, officially the National Capital Territory, NCT, of Delhi, ISO, Riyajadnktra is a city and a union territory of India containing New Delhi, the capital of India. Lying on both sides of the Yamuna River, but chiefly to the west, or beyond its right bank, Delhi shares borders with the state of Uttar Pradesh in the east and with the state of Haryana in the remaining directions. Delhi became a union territory on the 1st of November, 1956 and the NCT in 1995. The NCT covers an area of 1,484 square kilometers, 573 square mi. According to the 2011 census, Delhi's city proper population was over 11 million. While the NCT's population was about 16.8 million. Delhi's urban agglomeration, which includes the satellite cities Ghaziabad, Faridabad, Gurgaon, Noida, Greater Noida, Meerut and Jeddah city in an area known as the National Capital Region, NCR, has an estimated population of over 28 million. Making it the largest metropolitan area in India and the second largest in the world, after Tokyo. The topography of the medieval fort Puranachala on the banks of the river Yamuna matches the literary description of the citadel Indraprastha in the Sanskrit epic Mahabharata, However, excavations in the area have revealed no signs of an ancient built environment. From the early 13th century until the mid-19th century, Delhi was the capital of two major empires, the Delhi Sultanate and the Mughal Empire, which covered large parts of South Asia. All three UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the city, the Qutub Minar, Humayun's tomb, and the Red Fort, belong to this period. Delhi was the early center of Sufism and Qawwali music. The names of Nizamuddin Auliya and Amir Khusrau are prominently associated with it. The Dilavi dialect of Delhi was the earliest stage of the Hindustani language and part of a linguistic development that gave rise to the literature of Urdu and later modern standard Hindi. Major Urdu poets from Delhi include Mir Taqi Mir and Mirza Ghalib. Delhi was a notable center of the Indian Rebellion of 1857. In 1911, New Delhi, a southern region within Delhi, became the capital of the British Indian Empire. During the partition of India in 1947, Delhi was transformed from a Mughal city to a Punjabi one, losing two-thirds of its Muslim residents, in part due to the pressure brought to bear by arriving Hindu and Sikh refugees from western Punjab. After independence in 1947, New Delhi continued as the capital of the Dominion of India, and after 1950 of the Republic of India. Delhi ranks 5th among the Indian states and union territories in Human Development Index, and has the second highest GDP per capita in India, after Goa. Although a union territory, the political administration of the NCT of Delhi today more closely resembles that of a state of India, with its own legislature, high court and an executive council of ministers headed by a chief minister. New Delhi is jointly administered by the federal government of India and the local government of Delhi, and serves as the capital of the nation as well as the NCT of Delhi. Delhi is also the center of the National Capital Region, which is an interstate regional planning area created in 1985. Delhi hosted the inaugural 1951 Asian Games, the 1982 Asian Games, the 1983 Non-Aligned Movement Summit, the 2010 Men's Hockey World Cup, the 2010 Commonwealth Games, the 2012 BRICS Summit, the 2023 G20 Summit, and was one of the major host cities of the 2011 and 2023 Cricket World Cups. Toponym. There are a number of myths and legends associated with the origin of the name Delhi. One of them is derived from Dillalu or Dillu, a king who built a city at this location in 50 BCE and named it after himself. Another legend holds that the name of the city is based on the Prakri word Dillai, loose, and that it was used by the Tomras to refer to the city because the iron pillar of Delhi had a weak foundation and had to be moved. According to Punjab Notes and Queries, the name of the city at the time of King Prithviraj was Dulpat, and that Dulpat and Dilli are probably derived from the old Hindi word Dil meaning eminence. The former director of the Archaeological Survey of India, Alexander Cunningham, mentioned that Dilli later became Dilli/Dilli. Some suggest the coins in circulation in the region under the Tomras were called Dilli Wall. According to the Bhavishya Purana, King Prithviraj of Indraprastha built a new fort in the modern-day Purnachala area for the convenience of all four castes in his kingdom. He ordered the construction of a gateway to the fort and later named the fort Dihali. Some historians believe that Dilli or Dilakar is the original name for the city, while others believe the name could be a corruption of the Hindustani words Dilis or Dihali, both terms meaning threshold or gateway, and symbolic of the city as a gateway to the Gangetic plain. The people of Delhi are referred to as Dilhuts or Dilliwalas. The city is referenced in various idioms of the northern Indo-Aryan languages. Examples include 1. Abdil Diyahai, / or its Persian version, Hanuz Dili Jiast, literally meaning Delhi is still far away. which is generically said about a task or journey still far from completion. 2a with macron s, pa with macron s bas, dil pa with macron n tas, /, literally meaning it pours all around, while Delhi lies parched. An allusion to the sometimes semi-arid climate of Delhi, it idiomatically refers to situations of deprivation when one is surrounded by plenty. The form Delhi, spelled in the Latin script with the H following the L, originated under colonial rule and is an alternation of the spelling based on the Urdu name of the city, Dili. History. Main articles: History of Delhi and Old Delhi. Ancient and early medieval periods. The walls of the 16th century Puranachal built on a mound matching ancient literary descriptions. Traditionally 7 cities have been associated with the region of Delhi. The earliest, Indraprastha, is part of a literary description in the Sanskrit epic Mahabharata, composed c. 400 BCE to 300 CE but describing an earlier time, which situates a city on a knoll on the banks of the river Yamuna. According to art historian Catherine B. Asher, the topographical description of the Mahabharata matches the area of Puranachala, a 14th century CE fort of the Delhi Sultanate, but the analogy does not go much further. Whereas the Mahabharata speaks of a beautifully decorated city with surrounding fortifications, the excavations have yielded uneven findings of painted grey pottery characteristic of the 11th century BCE, no signs of a built environment, much fewer fortifications, have been revealed. The earliest architectural relics date back to the Maurya period, c. 300 BCE. In 1966, an inscription of the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka, 273235 BCE, was discovered near Srinivas Puri. Remains of several major cities can be found in Delhi. The first of these was in the southern part of present-day Delhi. Tomra Rajput king Anand Pal built the Lal Kot and several temples in 1052 CE. The Chauhan Rajputs under Vigraharaja IV conquered Lal Kot in the mid-12th century and renamed it Chalai Pithara. Late medieval period. See also, Delhi Sultanate. Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated in 1192 by Muhammad Ghori in the Second Battle of Tarain. Qutbuddin Aibak was given the responsibility of governing the conquered territories of India after Ghori returned to his capital, Go. When Ghori died without an heir in 1206 CE, Qutbuddin assumed control of Ghori's Indian possessions and laid the foundation of the Delhi Sultanate and the Mamluk dynasty. He began construction of the Qutb Minar and Quwwat al-Islam, Might of Islam, mosque, the earliest extant mosque in India. It was his successor, Iltutmish, 1211-1236, who consolidated the Turkic conquest of northern India. At 72.5 m, 238 feet, the Qutb Minar, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Delhi, was completed during the reign of Sultan Iltutmish in the 13th century. Although its style has some similarities with the Jarkurgan minaret, it is more closely related to the Ghaznavid and Ghurid minarets of Central Asia. Daughter of Iltutmish, became the Sultana of Delhi upon the former's death. For the next 300 years, Delhi was ruled by a succession of Turkic and an Afghan, Lodi dynasty. They built several forts and townships that are part of the 7 cities of Delhi. Delhi was a major center of Sufism during this period. The Mamluk Sultanate, Delhi, was overthrown in 1290 by Jalaluddin Firuz Qaji, 1290-1320. Under the second Qaji ruler, Alauddin Qaji, the Delhi Sultanate extended its control south of the Narmada River in the Deccan. The Delhi Sultanate reached its greatest extent during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, 1325-1351. In an attempt to bring the whole of the Deccan under control, he moved his capital to Daulatabad, Maharashtra in central India. However, by moving away from Delhi he lost control of the north and was forced to return to Delhi to restore order. The southern provinces then broke away. In the years following the reign of Firoz Shah Tulak, 1351–1388, the Delhi Sultanate rapidly began to lose its hold over its northern provinces. Delhi was captured and sacked by Timur in 1398, who massacred 100,000 captive civilians. Delhi's decline continued under the Sayyid dynasty, 1414–1451, until the Sultanate was reduced to Delhi and its hinterland. Under the Afghan Lodi dynasty, 1451–1526, the Sultanate recovered control of Punjab and the Gangetic Plain to once again achieve domination over northern India. However, the recovery was short-lived and the Sultanate was destroyed in 1526 by Babur, founder of the Mughal dynasty. Early modern period. See also, Mughal Empire. Red Fort, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was the main residence of the Mughal emperors for nearly 200 years. In 1526, Babur, a descendant of Genghis Khan and Timur from the Fergana Valley in modern-day Uzbekistan, invaded India and defeated the last Lodi Sultan in the First Battle of Panipat and founded the Mughal Empire that ruled from Delhi and Agra. The Mughal dynasty ruled Delhi for more than 3 centuries, with a 16-year hiatus during the reigns of Shir Shah Suri and Hemu from 1540 to 1556. Shah Jahan built the 7th city of Delhi that bears his name, Shah Jahanabad, which served as the capital of the Mughal Empire from 1638 and is today known as the Old City or Old Delhi. After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the Mughal Empire's influence declined rapidly as the Hindu Maratha Empire from Deccan Plateau rose to prominence. In 1737, Maratha forces led by Baji Rao sacked Delhi following their victory against the Mughals in the First Battle of Delhi. In 1739, the Mughal Empire lost the huge Battle of Karnal in less than 3 hours against the numerically outnumbered but militarily superior Persian army led by Nader Shah of Persia. After his invasion, he completely sacked and looted Delhi, carrying away immense wealth including the Peacock Throne, the Darya-i-Nur, and Koh-i-Nur. The Mughals, severely further weakened, could never overcome this crushing defeat and humiliation, which also left the way open for more invaders to come, including eventually the British. Nader eventually agreed to leave the city and India after forcing the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah I to beg him for mercy and granting him the keys of the city and the royal treasury. A treaty signed in 1752 made Marathas the protectors of the Mughal throne in Delhi. The city was sacked again in 1757 by the forces of Ahmed Shah Durrani, although it was not annexed by the Afghan Empire and being its vassal state under the Mughal Emperor. Then the Marathas battled and won control of Delhi from the Mughals. Colonial period. See also, British Raj. In 1803, during the Second Anglo-Maratha War, the forces of British East India Company defeated the Maratha forces in the Battle of Delhi. During the Indian Rebellion of 1857, Delhi fell to the forces of East India Company after a bloody fight known as the Siege of Delhi. The city came under the direct control of the British government in 1858. It was made a district province of the Punjab. In 1911, it was announced that the capital of British-held territories in India was to be transferred from Calcutta to Delhi. This formally transferred on the 12th of December, 1911. The name New Delhi was given in 1927, and the new capital was inaugurated on the 13th of February, 1931. New Delhi was officially declared as the capital of the Union of India after the country gained independence on the 15th of August, 1947. It has expanded since. The small part of it that was constructed during the British period has come to be informally known as Lutyens Delhi. Partition and post-independence. Khan Market in New Delhi, now a high-end shopping district, was established in 1951 to help refugees of the partition of India, especially those from the Northwest Frontier Province, NWFP. It honors Khan Abdul Jabbar Khan, Chief Minister of NWFP during the partition. During the partition of India, around 500,000 Hindu and Sikh refugees, mainly from West Punjab, fled to Delhi, while around 300,000 Muslim residents of the city migrated to Pakistan. Ethnic Punjabis are believed to account for at least 40% of Delhi's total population and are predominantly Hindi-speaking Punjabi Hindus. Migration to Delhi from the rest of India continues, as of 2013, contributing more to the rise of Delhi's population than the birth rate, which is declining. The States Reorganization Act, 1956 created the Union Territory of Delhi from its predecessor, the Chief Commissioner's Province of Delhi. The Constitution, 69th Amendment, Act, 1991 declared the Union Territory of Delhi to be formally known as the National Capital Territory of Delhi. The Act gave Delhi its legislative assembly along civil lines, though with limited powers. Delhi was the primary site in the nationwide anti-Sikh pogroms of 1984, which resulted in the death of around 2,800 people in the city according to government figures, though independent estimates of the number of people killed tend to be higher. The riots were set off by the assassination of Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India at the time, by her Sikh bodyguards. In 2001, the Parliament of India building in New Delhi was attacked by armed militants, killing 6 security personnel. India suspected Pakistan-based jihadist militant groups were behind the attack, which caused a major diplomatic crisis between the two countries. There were further terrorist attacks in Delhi in 2005 and 2008, resulting in a total of 92 deaths. In 2020, Delhi witnessed worst communal violence in decades. The riots, caused mainly by Hindu mobs attacking Muslims, 53 people were killed, 2/3 were Muslims, and the rest Hindus. Geography. Main article, Environment of Delhi. Delhi is located in northern India, at 28.61 degree N 77.23 degree E. The city is bordered on its northern, western, and southern sides by the state of Haryana and to the east by that of Uttar Pradesh, up. Two prominent features of the geography of Delhi are the Yamuna floodplains and the Delhi Ridge. The Yamuna River was the historical boundary between Punjab and Up, and its floodplains provide fertile alluvial soil suitable for agriculture but are prone to recurrent floods. The Yamuna, a sacred river in Hinduism, is the only major river flowing through Delhi. The Hindon River separates Ghaziabad from the eastern part of Delhi. The Delhi Ridge originates from the Aravalli Range in the south and encircles the west, northeast, and northwest parts of the city. It reaches a height of 318 m, 1,043 feet, and is a dominant feature of the region. In addition to the wetlands formed by the Yamuna River, Delhi continues to retain over 500 ponds, wetlands. The National Capital Territory of Delhi covers an area of 1,483 kilometers, 573 square mi, of which 783 kilometers, 302 square mi, is designated rural, and 700 kilometers, 270 square mi, urban, therefore making it the largest city in terms of area in the country. It has a length of 51.9 kilometers, 32 mi, and a width of 48.48 kilometers, 30 mi. Delhi is included in India's seismic zone 4, indicating its vulnerability to major earthquakes. Climate. See also, Climate of Delhi. Delhi features a dry winter humid subtropical climate, Köppen Kwa, bordering a hot semi-arid climate, Köppen Bisha. The warm season lasts from the 21st of March to the 15th of June with an average daily high temperature above 39 degrees Celsius, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. The hottest day of the year is usually witnessed between the 26th and the 30th of May, with an average high of 42 degrees Celsius, 108 degrees Fahrenheit, and low of 27 degrees Celsius, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. The cold season lasts from the 26th of November to the 9th of February with an average daily high temperature below 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The coldest day of the year is usually witnessed between the 1st and the 10th of January, with an average low of 6.9 degrees Celsius, 44.4 degrees Fahrenheit, and high of 19.3 degrees Celsius, 66.7 degrees Fahrenheit. In early March, the wind direction changes from northwesterly to southwesterly. From April to October the weather is hot. The monsoon arrives at the end of June, along with an increase in humidity. The brief, mild winter starts in late November, peaks in January and heavy fog often occurs. Delhi receives an average annual precipitation of 774.4 millimeters, 30.49 in 1 V2 T3 E. Climate data for New Delhi, Safdarjung, 1991-2020, extremes 1901 present. Month Jan, February, March, April, May, June, August, Sep, October, November, December year. Record high degree C, degree F, 32.5. 90.5, 34.1. 93.4, 40.6. 105.1, 45.6. 114.1, 47.2. 117.0, 46.7. 116.1, 45.0. 113.0, 42.0. 107.6, 40.6. 105.1, 39.4. 102.9, 36.1. 97.0, 30.0. 86.0, 47.2. 117.0. Mean maximum degree C, degree F, 25.8. 78.4, 29.5. 85.1, 35.8. 96.4, 41.4. 106.5, 44.3. 111.7, 43.7. 110.7, 40.1. 104.2, 37.4. 99.3, 37.1. 98.8, 36.1. 97.0, 32.2. 90.0, 27.3. 81.1, 44.8. 112.6. Mean daily maximum degree C, degree F, 20.1. 68.2, 24.2. 75.6, 29.9. 85.8, 36.5. 97.7, 39.9. 103.8, 39.0. 102.2, 35.6. 96.1, 34.2. 93.6, 34.1. 93.4, 33.0. 91.4, 28.4. 83.0,